I have always wondered why Mattel never made any of the other Rust-eze Pitties on McQueen's early team at the Motor Speedway of the South. Every single time they release a Rust-eze Pitty, it's "My name is not Chuck." And nothing against him. He's cool, he speaks in the movie, he's iconic, but McQueen had a bunch of other Pitties as well, and if you're going to release a whole team Dinoco, a whole team Chick Hicks, a whole team Leakless, Octane Gain, Nitroade, Bumper Safe, plan on an N2O Cola and an Easy Idol, but you never do one for Rust-eze. Like, literally, it is senseless to me. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I feel like Mattel was almost under the assumption that My Name's Not Chuck was the only Pitty that McQueen had, but lo and behold, in the movie, no. Just like any other team, he has other Pitties of the tall and wide variety. So yeah, in this video, we're going to review customs of those by Darrow Design. Big thanks to him for doing these. Again, something I've always wanted, so it's really cool to see them come to fruition like this. So we're just going to dive right in. I'm going to show you where they appear in the movie. Now, they have names that Epic Green Thunder came up with. As always, for most of my custom reviews, I always say, this is the name Epic Green Thunder named him. You guys know that by now. So Michael Brains here is the wide Pitty, and then Lloyd Shortchange is the left Pitty. And there they are in the movie, looking really cool. All right, so we're going to start here with Michael, because he is my favorite, actually. I like his expression a little bit more than Lloyd's, and we're just going to pull up, how about the Vietnam version of My Name's Not Chuck that just was released this past year. Something fresh for you guys to look at there. I'm pretty sure Darrow Design used a Trunk Fresh Pitty for this guy, so let's take a look here at the base. Made in China on the 309th day of 2008. Yep, that checks out, because Trunk Fresh Pitty was a 2009 release. So yeah, nice expression. The mouth does match Trunk Fresh's Pitty as well. So you have the Rust-eze decal here on the side with the 95 on it. So very similar to what you'd see on My Name's Not Chuck. You have the bolt on his hat there. Again, very similar. No 95 on the hat, though. I can't even remember. I'm sure that all the Pitties did have the 95, but it really doesn't stand out to me, especially because most Pitties don't even have decals on their... Well, I guess all Pitties do. Never mind. All Pitties do have decals on their roofs, but for them to have the two decals, with the bolts and the extra 95, that is unusual. But anyway, he did a nice job painting the windows here again. The red rims are really nice. Awesome. Now here is Lloyd. I think Darrow Design used a Stacy, so that's the leakless Pitty for this. And yep, the 239th day of 2008. Stacy was released in both 2008 and 9, and then in a multi-pack in 2010. So even when Mattel released that hauler team set for Rust-eze, that had Mac, it had McQueen, and it had one Pitty, it was My Name's Not Chuck. Even though every single other team set had like the wide Pitty. So like Bumper Safe, you got wide Pitty, Nitroade, wide Pitty, Octane Gain, wide Pitty. And yet they just, I don't know why. Oh my God, it really frustrates me that Mattel never did them. But anyway, you have the same decals on him as well. I love the red rims, of course. Yeah, the expression on this guy really reminds me of how he looks in the film. So actually, yeah, I don't know. Both expressions are nice. Both look very similar to how they do in the movie, except this one's smiling, but you can't really change that. It's hard to change mouths on the cars. So you got a nice little team going on here. I kind of have a whole bunch of Pitties. This was the original My Name Is Not Chuck. This was your 2015 release with the tool gun, and then the most recent release from Vietnam with the tool gun. So you kind of got a whole force of them now. I do want to do a little comparison with the HTB Pitties. The HTB Pitties are unique in that they have these mustaches, which, although it's just attached to that plastic mouth plate that they can easily switch out, it obviously does differentiate them. Definitely more so than any other Pitty that is just, repaint after repaint after repaint. Another weird thing about how Mattel released Pitties is that they never did a short Pitty for Chick Hicks. So they never did one in this model, even though, yes, it appears in the film. It's almost as if they thought that these teams were like converged, you know, because they did all short pitties. Like, see, all short pitties for Rust-eze, but they only did the tall and wide variety for HTB. So it's almost as if like they did all of these, but they never did like the crossover. You know, if I had a green small pitty, then I would complete the missing ones. You know what I'm saying? So it's just weird to me how that worked out. This is what I lose sleep about. You guys probably, I know, if I'm losing sleep about this stuff, it's a good problem to have. Like, I'm not complaining, but it just really does boggle the mind. And I'm sure Mattel like has reasons for some of these weird things that I find, but I'd love to know them. Like, I know Mattel isn't dumb. Like, they are a multi-billion-dollar company. I just wish I knew why they decide to do some things and don't decide to do other things. Yeah, so when they did the HTB team set with the Pitties, well, the one with the hauler had this guy in it, and then the one that had like the Pitties and the crew chief had this guy, and then another one with a different expression on the same model. So, perfect opportunities blown. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I have for you today. We'll pull up the rest of Team Rust-eze and see how everyone looks together. Pull up all the Pitties here, get a little barrage going. Here you have Lightning McQueen, so they look all awesome with Mr. McQueen himself. Got a pit stop barrier here. A little piston cup from an advent calendar. Got Mr. Mac himself. Got tool cart. This is from an advent calendar for the mini racers. And some of those boxes included in the Wally haulers. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys soon for another one. Bye now.